Hi, my name's Robert Owens, candidate for Ohio Attorney General. And I'd like to explain the difference between myself and my Republican opponent, Mike DeWine. The Second Amendment to the United States Constitution holds in part that rights to firearms, quote, shall not be infringed, end quote. Now this seems like a pretty simple passage, but Mr. DeWine simply doesn't understand it. He has a lifetime F rating by the NRA, and he has sought for, screamed for, and accepted an endorsement from the Brady campaign. Mr. DeWine doesn't understand the Second Amendment and is a career political gun grabber. He's unfit for office on that basis. The right to private property is a fundamental right that our founding fathers understood, but it's not something Mr. DeWine understands. In fact, in his career in the Senate, Mr. DeWine was a leader as a federal property grabber. Those in Ohio will remember quite explicitly his actions with Darby Creek, and moreover, he was a sponsor of the CARA bill, which would create a $45 billion slush fund to give into federal agencies to buy up private property and give it to the federal government. Mike DeWine has supported hate crimes in the United States Senate. And hate crimes just simply say that you're going to have harsher penalties for the way that you think, not for the actual crime itself. Well, that's a crime. If we start getting into thought police, we're just giving up on the whole concept of liberty. Mr. DeWine talks about how he would be involved in Obamacare, but again, his record in the Senate betrays him because he has sponsored and he has worked with larger and more intrusion of the government in the field of health care. In fact, during a debate up in Cleveland, he said that he wasn't sure if Obamacare was constitutional or not, and that he would need a federal judge to tell him if it was constitutional or not. Well, I've read the Constitution. It's not. Mike DeWine tries to sell himself as a pro-life candidate, but even there his record comes up critically short. By pro-life, we mean entirely pro-life, and that's not what Mike DeWine is. In the Senate, Mr. DeWine has sponsored an amendment to continue federal funding of abortion in many cases, especially those for health of the mother, incest, and rape. Well, that's just simply not pro-life, and it denies the very principle behind the pro-life policies. Mike DeWine is a career politician, and it's time to stop electing career politicians who will tell you what you want to hear and deliver more and bigger government that violates your rights. My name is Robert Owens, and I stand for enforcing the Second Amendment for law-abiding citizens. I stand for protecting private property rights. I stand for standing in opposition to hate crimes. I stand for being in opposition to Obamacare and not permitting it to be enforced in the state of Ohio. I'm a 100% pro-life candidate, and I will not compromise on that issue. My name is Robert Owens. Visit our campaign at owensforohio.com. Please remember to vote for me November 2nd. Thank you very much.